A huge breakout is happening soon for Bitcoin. It's going to be decision time for Bitcoin right now. We saw another very positive day for the Bitcoin ETFs. Big institutions are buying and my predictions of yesterday were very on point. But I will talk about that later in this video. Slap up that like button and let's dive right into the charts. On the 1 hour time frame we can see Bitcoin had this beautiful uptrend and now we're in this consolidation pattern. We can see multiple touch points on the top side as resistance forming and we can also see 3 touch points on the downside as support. So yeah, we can confirm that this is a very interesting pattern for the coming day. And we can expect the 2 scenarios. We can expect a little bit of a bounce back to the lower side support, or we can force a breakout to the top side and then retest the previous resistance to turn it to support and then come further back up. And the trend is up. So yeah, you always have to trade with the trend. And the trend is your friend until it ends. So I expect that we're going to see a break to the top side after this consolidation and then a continuation of the bullish price action. This pattern will most likely break out today already. So keep an eye on this pattern. And I think this is one of the most interesting charts for Bitcoin on the daily time frame. We can see this beautiful support and resistance area unfolding. So we can see a lot of touch points as resistance. And yesterday we came back to this resistance area and the candle of yesterday had a little bit of a rejection from this point. But the candle of today we can already see that we're going to see a revisit of this resistance. Yeah, it's possible that we're going to see a break from this resistance and then retest the previous resistance as support. And from here you can enter the market in the long, aim for higher targets, and that will be a very beautiful trade. But keep in mind that we can also see a rejection from this point and then have to be a little bit more patient and then come further back down. And if we come back down, the first big support area will be around this level. And then we have to come back to levels around the 66,000. But I expect that we're going to see a lot more bullishness coming into the markets because yesterday we also saw a huge inflow of the Bitcoin ETFs again. We had an inflow of 217 million again. And we can see BlackRock is buying in like crazy. They bought for 350 million into the Bitcoin ETF, so that is huge. And we can see the cumulative inflow is spiking like crazy. And we're creating an all-time high after all-time high. And we passed the 15 billion US dollars, so yeah, this is insane. And I think with this power of buying pressure, we are going to see the next all-time high very soon. And in a video of earlier this week, I expected that we're going to see a new all-time high in June, and this will be very most likely. And I'm very curious about what you think. So, do you think there will be a new all-time high in June? Leave a comment under this video and let's discuss about this. And also this news article just came out, like Semler Scientific now holds 828 Bitcoin and they're planning to buy more for 150 million. So this is insane. This is just one company who is buying in like crazy. And this is like a little bit of the same as MicroStrategy. And all these individual companies are buying in like crazy and putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. This will have a very big buying pressure. And it's very simple mathematics to think that the price has to go up if we're going to see all these institutions buying in heavily into Bitcoin. And what we're all waiting for is that we're going to see a break of this inverse head and shoulders. I've been talking about this inverse head and shoulder for quite a while now. And we're currently back at this neckline resistance. Yeah, we want to see a break of this level, retest this previous resistance as support, and then come further back up. Yeah, and we can see the breakout target of this inverse head and shoulders is around the $87,000. So that is an insane trade to make. And yeah, if you want to trade this target, you have to wait for a confirmation of the breakout of the resistance. Then you wait for a retest of the previous resistance to turn it into support. And from here you can enter the market in the long and then aim for higher prices. And this trade could make you a lot of money because we can see the trade from the retest to all the way to the breakout target will be around the 21% increase. So that's a very beautiful potential trade. And it is a little bit of the same trade as this beautiful bull flag formation I've been talking about for weeks. We saw this breakout, we retested this previous resistance into support, and from here you could have entered the market in the long, and then you aim for higher prices. Yeah, and if you enter the market in the long, just like I said on my Twitter page and on my YouTube videos, you could have already made a 7.5% increase. So that was also a very beautiful trade to make. And the breakout target of this bull flag formation will be around this point, and that will be around the $89,000. So that is a little bit confluent with the inverse head and shoulders target. Yeah, and I think from here we will see a lot of more upside because this last resistance will be around the all-time high. And if we break this all-time high, then we're coming into the price discovery zone, and then everything is possible. And I think if we're creating a new all-time high, and we blast through this previous all-time high, then we will see levels around $80,000 immediately. Yesterday we also saw that the European Central Bank is having their first rate cut since 2019. And this will have a very bullish effect on the markets as money is getting cheaper to rent for banks. And this will create a lot more money into the economy. And this will push this money into the markets. And all the assets will increase in price because there's more money into the economy. And this will pump your assets. And we're all waiting for the Federal Reserve to have a rate cut for the first time since 2019. Because that will also pump the markets very big. And yeah, if you own any asset, then your asset will just increase in price. Then I want to talk about Ethereum with you guys. First I want to show a clip of my video from yesterday. And yeah, just have a look. As resistance, yesterday we broke out of this pattern beautifully. And we can see a little bit of red candles now. But what we can expect, we can maybe expect a little bit of downside from here, retest the previous resistance as support, and then come further back up. So if you want to enter the market in the long, you have to wait for this retest, and then you can enter the market in the long. So I was talking about Ethereum yesterday, and that we have to wait for a confirmation of the breakout. We broke out of this pattern beautifully. As we can see here, we were at this point, we saw some red candles, and I was expecting that we come back down to have a retest at this point. And look what we did. We had a beautiful retest, and yeah, we retested the previous resistance into support. Yeah, and from here you could have entered the market in the long, and this is a very beautiful standard trade to make. So yeah, I've been warning you about this trade on my Twitter channel and also on my YouTube channel. So yeah, you could have made this trade, and yeah, congratulations if you made this one. But for now, we can expect a little bit more upside for Ethereum because we made this beautiful retest, and the support is holding strong. And the breakout target will be around the top side of this formation, which will be around the $4,000. And if we then have a look at the daily time frame, the breakout target of this falling wedge formation isn't yet reached, and this will be around the $4,100. So yeah, we can expect a little bit more upside for Ethereum because there's a lot of room to grow. Another interesting altcoin I want to discuss with you is Injective. Injective has been in this falling wedge formation with multiple touch points on the top side as resistance and also 3 touch points on the downside as support. Yeah, and we can see earlier this week we broke out of this pattern beautifully. We came back down and we retested the previous resistance as support. From here you could have entered the market in the long, and then we can see beautiful uptrend is occurring for Injective. And yeah, the first big resistance on the daily time frame will be around this level, because we can see a lot of touch points in the past as support and resistance. We can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touch points as support. We fell down, and yeah, now we can see a little bit more uptrend for Injective. So this will be the first point of big resistance for Injective, and we need to break this area again to become more bullish, and then aim for high prices and continue the bullish uptrend. But yeah, if you took this trade from this beautiful retest, then this could be a very interesting point to take some profits, because this is a very big resistance level, because we can also see a little bit of a rejection from this point. But of course we want to see a break, retest this resistance again as support, and then come further back up, and that will be very healthy price action. So yeah, keep in mind that that there are also multiple scenarios possible, and we already saw this very beautiful uptrend. So if you took this trade, don't forget to take some profits on the way up. But for now, I'm keeping an eye on this beautiful consolidation pattern for Bitcoin on a daily time frame. We will most likely break out today. I will keep you guys updated about this pattern on my Telegram group and also on my Twitter channel. I hope you find this video useful. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to never miss a video in the future, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.